Hello, everyone. My name is C2, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, well, we saw the first part of this prologue, and now we're here in Trista. As we explore the town, there are a couple things I want to talk about as well. So, starting off, we got General Goods Brandon. Well, its actual name here is Brandon's General Goods. This game was localized by Exceed. I'm not sure who did the renders for this, but like a lot of these things here in Trista's Plaza are spelled this way, and it's really weird. Down here we got Thor's Military Academy, Third Dormitory. Okay, so The Legend of Heroes, the series which contains Trails of Cold Steel. Trails of Cold Steel is the sixth game in the Legend of Heroes series. Why are we doing the sixth game in a long-standing franchise? Well, from what I can say is that this game, you can start with the first game, which is The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. But now that the remake is out, of course, I had planned this before the Trails in the Sky remake was announced, and it took me a long time to actually get everything set up. So by the time I started recording and actually planning and doing my pre-sessions, the remake came out, and I was like, oh, well, I already have all this, so... And mostly, I got into the series with this game, and it holds a very special place in my heart. And so that's why we're starting with this one. Up here, we got Mitch's Pawn Shop. The billboard says Pawn Shop Mitch. I'm not sure why it does that, but yeah. Over here, we have Gardening Shop Jane, which I'm guessing it should be Jane's Gardening Shop. And then we have the bane of my existence. I've recorded in my pre-recordings and in my notes, I have this written down as Kaney's Bookstore. Then, as I showed one of my pre-recordings to one of my friends, he asked me, hey, why don't you just Google out what this actually means? How you're supposed to spell this is Kane's. The name of the store is Kane's Bookstore. Or if you're following the billboard, Kane's, not Kane's apostrophe bookstore, which, again, so weird. Over here, we also have the Cafe in Kershey. And before we talk to that student, we also have the Trista radio station, or Radio Trista. I think that's how it's, yeah. No, it's actually just Trista radio station. Okay, before we talk to the student, I do have like general trivia that I also want to talk about. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel has an interesting release date. It originally released for the PS3 and the Vita. It released originally... here we got it. September 26, 2013, which was a while back. That was the Japanese release date. It came out in North America December 22, 2015, and in Europe January 29, 2016. Then it got re-released for Windows on August 2, 2017. This is the version we're playing. I'm playing it with a controller, so that's why we have the prompts for PlayStation. It got re-released for PlayStation 4 March 8, 2018. In North America, March 26, 2019. And March 29, 2019 for Europe. And it finally got released on the Switch on July 8th, 2021. So it has had a lot of releases. I personally prefer the PC port, although I've heard the PS4 and the PS4 port is also really good. Anyways, let's talk to this new student. So, this is the Trista radio station. or Radio Trista, as most just call it. This is where all the magic happens. It's pretty exciting to see it up close like this. Oh boy, I have practiced saying that, and I have it like in text, and I still failed at it terribly. Sorry, dude, if I gave you a weird voice. Also, another interesting thing I'd like to mention is the song that played before we actually reached Trista. We got the train. We got into the train and got the Journal Vista. That is called the Age of the prelude, the Age of Appeal. As you can see in most videos, I will be posting the current track on the current track we're listening to and the composer. So yeah, I really find that fascinating way to start a game, as it's
Oh hey, it looks like there's even a little park here. Seems like the perfect spot to catch a breather, what with all these shops around. Huh? Why is she sleeping here? Is she a new student? She's got the uniform and all. The ceremony's going to be starting soon. Maybe I should wake her up.
Guess I better go.
She's sure a strange one, like a stray cat or something. If she's headed to the school, I'd say that's my cue to pick up the pace.
Would you believe me? I have never seen that cutscene before. I've played this game like 6 times. I've never seen that cutscene. I've never gotten in it yet to go, well, let's go to the plaza, to be honest. Huh. That is really fascinating. I did not know that. I was going to say, I really like how the prelude introduces the characters. It's mostly like a play. So let's talk to the student. So that's Thor's military academy. It's right in front of me, but the idea of attending such a prestigious school still feels like a dream. Just thinking about it gets me all nervous again. Man, I mean, from what I understand and from what I've seen in the cutscenes, most of these students are going for like a boarding school. And it's a military school, so it's also, I guess, pretty strict. By the way, there's a house here. We can't really go into random people's houses yet. And a river. We're gonna be coming a lot back here. Sorry, getting back to my point. I can kind of sympathize with a lot of the kids that are coming to, I guess, to study here at Thor's. It must be a little bit daunting leaving your home behind and basically staying here for 2 years to basically learn military and, the art of war. I forgot to say we are entering to the local chapel.
So this is the town chapel. Seems like it's about the same size as the one back home. Someone's already here.
Sorry, am I in your way?
Oh, no, not at all.
Good. If you'll excuse me then.
That's one tall guy. And judging by his complexion, I don't think he's from Erebonia. But he's wearing a red uniform too. Just like me and that girl. Ah, well. While I'm here, I might as well get in a prayer for the start of the school year before I take off.
Well, I'd like to say that what I find fascinating in the world where the Legend of Heroes series takes place is that it has its own religion system, and this is not the only one. And primarily, the most like traditional religion is the goddess Helios, and which we see up here. And if we go talk to the father here, welcome, young one. This is the Trista Chapel, where we pay respect to the goddess Helios. Another new Thor student, I see. Oh, Helios, please grant these students a fruitful youth. Thank you, Father. I'm just gonna check the doors just in case that I missed like a secret cutscene that I didn't know was here. So no, okay. And I did not know the plaza one. I did know this chapel one, and that's why we were going to get it.
I shall take my leave here, milady. I pray you find victory here in both your studies and your training.
Thank you, Klaus. I'm leaving everything in your hands while Father is away.
Understood, milady. Please excuse my rudeness, young sir. It truly is a splendid day, is it not? The start of a new chapter in the lives of so many promising youths. Allow me to express my sincerest congratulations on your admittance into this fine academic institution.
Oh. Thank you very much. I'm guessing he's a butler? He certainly looks the part. That means the girl with him must have been a noble. She did have a certain dignity about her. I wonder if she's from a famous military family or something.
By the way, Rain, I'm not sure if you were talking to like us, the audience, or you were just like talking to your head, because your mouth was moving while you said that internal thought. So I was always wondering with that, and I'm not sure if you noticed the fact that both Laura and Gaius was carrying. I have my grievances with that, but we'll get to that soon. Yo, new kid, you're in the wrong spot. How the hell did you even end up here? It's a straight shot to the academy. You better get your ass in gear. You don't want to be late on your first day, don't you? Do you? Yeah, thanks. I think he's trying to be friendly. This is the second dormitory. And this would be the first dormitory. Hello, Lotte. The lino flowers are so pretty. They serve as such a perfect complement to the entrance ceremony. I'll be looking forward to seeing this year's batch of upper class students. Upper class students. So I'm guessing, not to be reductive here, but I'm guessing that's the lower class students, or well. I'm getting real feudalism vibes from this. Anyways, let's keep moving forward.
So this is it. Thor's Military Academy. Founded by the legendary Emperor Drykles himself.
Thank you for your patience, sir. We've arrived at the Academy.
Much obliged.
Please, if you'll allow me to take your luggage.
That won't be necessary. I prefer to avoid standing out too much.
But, sir,
This isn't open for debate. Take whatever rest you need, then return to Bereahard.
as you wish. I shall be departing then, sir. May your time spent in these hallowed halls be all you've hoped for. Please take care of yourself.
Wow, an orbital limousine. And one of Reinford's fanciest models, too. Looks like even Erebonia's upper crusts send their children here.
Okay. But yeah, this is Thor's. So let's head right in.
Welcome to Thor's Military Academy. Let's see. Yes, you're the last of them. That'd make you Green Schwarzer, right?
Yes, that's me. It's a pleasure to meet you. But how do you know me?
It's a long story. Don't sweat the details right now.
Is that your weapon you've got wrapped up? I'll need to hold on to that for the time being.
Oh, right. It mentioned something about that in the guidebook.
Thanks. We should be able to return it to you before long. You'll hardly even miss it.
The entrance ceremony is going to be held in the auditorium. Just head straight back. You can't miss it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your first day at Thor's.
We're glad to have you. I hope these next 2 years will be a fruitful time for you.
I guess those two must be second years? That girl definitely looked younger than me, though. What was that about me being the last? I'm not seriously the very last student to check in, am I? Sounds like it's about time for the ceremony to start, though. Well, here's to the start of a great 2 years.
Now, if I may, I'd like to say a few words in closing about this Academy's illustrious history. Thor's Military Academy was founded almost 220 years ago. Its founder, as I'm sure you're all aware, was none other than the great Emperor Drykos. The very same emperor who ended the War of the Lions and returned prosperity to the Erebonian Empire. 30 years after becoming emperor, in the later years of his life, he opened the doors of this institution. It was to be a place where young people like yourselves could learn the art of war. But with the mechanization of the military, many of our graduates now pursue careers outside the army. Our mission, however, remains the same: to prepare our students to fulfill Emperor Draco's famous mandate. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. Though much has happened these past 2¼ centuries, the world is still the domain of the young. Yet still the question remains: what qualities must one possess to become a part of its foundation? I hope this credo will serve as a guide and an inspiration to you during your 2 years at this academy. Go forth, my students. The world awaits the great things you will one day accomplish.
The foundation of the world, huh?
No pressure, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Though, this is Draco's the Lionheart we're talking about. He didn't earn his nickname by taking the easy road. Guess we've got more to worry about than just passing exams, huh?
I guess we do. I'm Elliot Craig. Nice to meet you.
Reen Schwarzer. Hey, looks like we're sporting the same school fashion.
Yeah, no idea what the red uniform is supposed to mean, though. Most of the other students are wearing green. Well, except for the ones in the white uniforms. Those must be the nobles.
Looks that way. Though...
Something wrong?
Nah, just thinking to myself.
And that brings us to the close of Thor's 215th entrance ceremony.
215, that's a long time. Well, compared to most schools and universities, well, it depends on who you ask. But, I mean, for a military school, that's a long and illustrious history.
Next, please proceed to the class designated in your guidebook. There, you will go over the school rules as well as your class's curriculum. That is all. Dismissed!
The class designated in our guidebook? I don't remember seeing anything like that.
There wasn't any information on that in mine either. I just assumed they'd tell us where to go after the ceremony.
All right! Students in red uniforms, if I can have your attention, please. By now, you're probably all confused. Where's my class assignment, you're probably thinking.
Probably so, but go ahead.
That's perfectly understandable. Your situation is a little more complicated than the other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orienteering exercise.
What?
Did you mean an orientation exercise?
Worry not. Everything will be made clear soon enough. Now, right this way, if you would.
Looks like we're gonna have to follow her if we want any answers.
What do you think this is all about?
I have no idea, but we're not going to accomplish anything just standing around here. We should go with her.
What is this place?
Why is there a building this dilapidated on campus? It looks like it should have been torn down ages ago.
What does she even want us to do here?
Is she ever gonna tell us what's going on?
I suppose we'll just have to go inside and see for ourselves what awaits us.
This place looks like some old haunted mansion or something.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does. I think this is everyone I've seen with a red uniform so far. I guess we really are part of the same class then.
So, these are our new underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different set of hoops to jump through than we did, though. I'm just happy all our work's paying off. I'd hate to have put in a year's worth of effort for nothing.
Ain't that the truth? Wait, when did you do any work? You were just slacking off the whole time.
Says the master slacker. Still, looks like Elisa's got some stiff competition. Quite a bevy of beauties they've got there. And I'm looking forward to getting intimately acquainted with each and every one of them.
Oh, you know one of them? Wait. No, not these ones too. Stop flirting with every damn girl you lay eyes on. Do you have any idea how many guys at this school have gotten their hearts broken because of your libido? Did you just sneer at me? Oh, you did, didn't you?
Come on now, no fighting, you two.
Well, look who finally made it. Nice work.
You got our little chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Yep, they're all bright-eyed and ready to go. So from here on out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this fledgling class.
Now you sound the part of the student council president.
Guess she's going all in. Well, they'd be in for a pretty rough time if we didn't help out a little. At least to start with, anyway. Everything's ready over there, right?
You betcha. Just like the instructor asked. Can't help but feel a little sorry for them, though.
Same here. They've got no idea what they're being tossed into. The class they've been picked for didn't even exist before this year. Guess all we can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
Sarah Valestein.
The name's Sarah Valestein. I'm the instructor in charge of Class 7, which means you get the pleasure of seeing me all year. Glad to finally meet you.
Wait, Class 7?
Us?
I'm not sure I understand. I wasn't told anything about this at enrollment.
Excuse me, Instructor Sarah? I was under the impression that there were only 5 classes at this academy, and that students were split among them based on their social class and home region.
Right you are, Miss Top Scorer on the Thor's entrance exam. Students in each year are divided into 5 classes, 2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners. And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year. But this year, we decided to shake things up a little.
What do you...
We now have a 6th class. Fittingly titled, Class 7. And in Class 7, we recognize no distinction between nobles and commoners.
Wait, you just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
I'm not sure that's the biggest issue there.
You're really putting nobles and commoners in the same class?
Yeah, that sounds more like the bigger issue there.
This must be some kind of joke. And why is this the first I've heard of it?
Well, who are you again?
Machias Regnitz.
Machias Regnitz. And with all due respect, Instructor, it's ludicrous to intermix nobles and commoners like this. Must I be forced to spend my next 2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant, stuck-up hedonists?
That seems a bit extreme, Machias, but...
You do know I'm not the one who made the decision, right? Besides, what's the big deal anyway? You're all kids. Can't you all just get along or something?
Is it just get along? And how would you propose we do that? What's your problem?
Oh, nothing much. I just find the irony of your behavior rather humorous.
Is that so? It seems the scion of some noble house has left the comfort of his mansion to grace the unwashed masses with his wisdom. Please, my lord, do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all the respect you deserve.
Eustace Alberea. Not that I'd expect the name of an arrogant, stuck-up hedonist to lodge itself in that hard head of yours.
He's from one of the 4 great houses.
The son of Duke Alberea, lord of the Kreutzen province in the southeast.
Well, you don't get much more noble than that.
Interesting. I'd heard the rumors.
Do you expect me to be impressed? Your family lineage means nothing to me. I'll never bend my knee to the likes of...
Okay, that's enough. I'm sure a couple of you have a few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll hear your complaints later. Right now, you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from our fun little icebreaker.
You mentioned this orienteering exercise earlier. What exactly does that involve?
It's a form of outdoor competition, isn't it? Something like a cross between a map-reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
Is that why they asked us to hand over our weapons at the gate?
Nothing gets by you, does it? But I don't want to spoil the fun, so let's get started, shall we?
What?
Oh, crap.
What?
Come on, Fee. No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that. What's the point in having an icebreaker if you don't make a couple of new friends?
Lame.
Oh, what just happened?
The floor gave out from under us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
Does this mean there's a series of catacombs beneath the school grounds then?
What does that woman think she's playing at?
I thought my heart was gonna jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you... okay?
Easy now. Hands where she can see them.
Let me preface this with saying I don't really care for this trope. I understand why it is the way it is, but I don't really care for it. But it is what it is.
What happened? Huh?
Well, this is a bit awkward.
I'm really sorry about that. Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important here, right?
Wow, it's just not your day, is it?
You said it, Elliot.
Well, now that I've hit the bottom, things can only improve. I hope. What is this place anyway?
I was wondering the same thing. We should check out those tables. Huh?
Is this?
It's coming from the devices we received with the Academy guidebook.
Seems to be some sort of portable orbment.
Right you are. These handy little devices are a special kind of battle orbment.
Is that Miss Valestine?
So these devices have built-in communications functionality then?
Wait, don't tell me these things are...
New model battle orbments made through a partnership between the Epstein Foundation and Reinford Company.
Epstein Foundation is something that appeared in previous games. We'll kind of address that later.
Newly made 5th generation battle orbments, in fact. They're called Arcus units.
Arcus.
So these are battle orbments. That means they'll allow us to use arts, right?
Sure will. Just set a quartz into one of its slots and you can use arts all the livelong day. Which is why I prepared enough quartz for each and every one of you. The weapons you brought are all here too, each packaged neatly along a little box containing the quartz. Find yours, and try setting the quartz into your Arcus.
I suppose it can't hurt to try.
What is this woman thinking?
Let's see. Mine is that one.
Oh, I see mine over there. Let me just go grab it, okay?
Well, with the exposition done and apparently hitting rock bottom, the only way is forward. So next time on The Legend of Heroes Tricycle Seal, we will go see what the quartz that Sarah left us and begin our orienteering exercise. Hopefully, I'll see you guys then.